What up? All right. I wanted to welcome everyone back to Secret Clan Wars, and I am excited today. Got a cool little 3-star action with Giants. Okay, so I didn't save this army, but there was a challenge, and I've already completed it. Oh, look at that. Even got one of those done. There was a challenge to use at least 10 Giants and win 4 multiplayer battles. So that's what? Half a day in Legends, and however long it takes you to do 4 attacks otherwise out there in the wild, as I call it. I don't know. Town Hall 13, no one's using Giants. I don't see them anymore. I bet you maybe in the March update, Giants might be on the list for, a new level since we didn't get that originally. There's always going to be an update if you don't know. So there'll be one in March, right? The spring update. And then 3 months later in June, there'll be the summer update. And then 3 months later in September is the fall update. And again in December is the winter update. And, they'll unlock more walls to be upgraded. They'll unlock more buildings to be upgraded. Usually cannons and archer towers get 2 levels. So we should get 2 more levels of archer tower, 1 more level of cannon. We should get a level of mortar. Bomb towers will get an upgrade. I think the sweepers will get an upgrade, but I don't think they're going to get any more push. I think they push more than enough. I think it'll just be more of adding hit points and updating the look to Town Hall 13 from Town Hall 11, which was the last time we saw them updated. I think that's the way to go with that, but who knows how Supercell will do it. But if I was there, I'd go, well, let's just up the hit points and make it look nicer. It doesn't need any more. Like the Grand Warden, upgrading him added more hit points and added more power for the Warden walk, but it didn't add anything for your troops. The maximum's still 575. So you really didn't get much on adding more power to your troops. Of course, the ability lasts longer. God bless. That's amazing. So that definitely helps. But, not every stat has to be upgraded on an upgrade. It's nice, but in the case of the sweeper, you just wouldn't want that. Push is enough, I think pushing any more is just stupid because it's already a complete pain in the neck. Let me tell you what. But let's go to this giant attack. So pause it. We can talk. If you can see in the bottom right there, 10 giants, 5 healers, a baby dragon for pathing, 5 Yeti. So I like to bring the Yeti because they're the new troop and they're just fun right now, right? 10 bowlers, 1 wall wrecker. And the spells are 4 freezes, a poison, 6 bats, and a rager. So I like to call them ragers because it's just more fun. Yes, bats. It's always dangerous to do this in Legends because you don't know what kind of base you're going to get. This one's got splash everywhere, but it still works out pretty nicely to bring those bats in, and I'll show you how we do it. The Royal Champion is nice for that because splash damage from wizard towers and scatter shots, they don't hit air and ground at the same time. So if they're hitting a ground unit, they'll splash to ground units around it. But any air in the area is completely safe and vice versa. So using the Royal Champion with bats is a very, very smart move, especially against scatter shots and whatnot. So if you're looking at this part of the base, you kind of know what I'm doing up here. So I saw this and I thought, man, it's a decent layout for a base. In all fairness, this is, as far as Legends go, you see it and you're like, okay, what do I want to do? Well, I definitely don't want to walk anything here. You've got, all the heroes just kicking it, the king, champion, warden, queen, single shot tower. So as all these people are distracting you, you've got the crossbow and the single shot just killing you, not to mention surrounding defenses. So, that's not the way to go in. They want you to go in this way. Look at that. Splash damage, and this guy cleans up the big units that can survive splash damage. That's the way to do it. That's what you want to do. You want to put splash damage around these single-shot towers so that they can eliminate the smaller targets and allow the single-shot tower to hopefully lock in on the bigger, badder targets that it can take down more quickly. So this is a little base building tip there. But I notice this little area got some pretty good value for a charge. You get the multi-tower out of the way and the scatter shot out of the way. A good path towards the eagle. and, of course, a town hall. So if we can come in this area with the wall wrecker, and it opens up attacking this area, and you'd probably leave this area for the bats. So I was okay with that. Now, how am I going to get in? I could ward and walk over here, drop a king over here. Maybe that's the way I should have gone with it, looking back at it now. Hindsight's 2020, but I did 3-star the base, so what I did was technically correct. I decided I would rather put some unit up here for cleanup, and then ward and walk down here. So let's go ahead and do that. So the unit's going to be the king. It's going to be dropped in over here. I'm going to go ahead and double time this for the ward and walk, because we all know the ward and walk is kind of boring and slow. So I'm not going to sit here and watch the guy work forever, especially when it takes forever for this replay to start. Boom, there we go. So drop in the warden. New skin this month for the warden. I'm excited about that. Let me know what you think about it. I like it. Of course, I like the party warden too, so I can totally see myself switching back and forth between that. So yeah, warden does some good work. We drop in the king at the top. I'll slow it down now. I drop in the healers because they're finally locking in. I drop in the giants. I wasn't happy to see these guys go to the side, but it still ended up working out because they still tank a bunch of this stuff over here, allowing the main push to actually get in. That scatter shots just focus on those giants, and the main push is getting in scatter shot free for at least a few minutes, and then boom, we pop the warden ability. What was nice is, I don't know if you noticed, but he grabbed on to a few of those bowlers, because he was grabbing onto those giants, and it really worried me that he grabbed onto those giants. But then those bowlers kind of pulled him in, I guess because this crew was bigger, more hit points and whatnot. So wall record gets through, boom, hit the Rager. We've got Valks in there because Valks are the best for any ground attack. If you ever wonder what I have in there for a ground attack, it's probably Valks. Because they can just, if they're skellies, they don't care. Those will take down the town hall quick. It's nice. Pekka can get held up. So, dropped in the Royal Champion to clean up that little area, popped her ability, and now we're going to support her with bats, and vice versa. She'll be supporting the bats. Now, the multi-tower can definitely target both. That's the nice thing with the multi-tower from a defensive standpoint, but that's it. It's over. Royal Champion, bats together. I mean, there's so much in this base left when you drop the bats, and then when you drop them in, it's like a buzzsaw. It's so fast. I had a couple freezes to swag, so I threw them on the Royal Champion to their Royal Champion to back up my Royal Champion, and then the healers lock on. Also, future idea, I have a cool idea of how to walk the Royal Champion. I need to practice that because it's kind of crazy. But when I can get some of my friends to do some practice matches, some friendly challenges on here, you might see an amazing new way to use her. More to come. I'm all about developing these strategies that no one else is thinking of. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that video. So what am I working on today? Well, Electron Yeti Walk. First one was okay. Got a 2-star. 2-star 72, I'm doing pretty good for the day also. I'm only down 20 with 2 attacks ahead of me, so I should, quote unquote, we'll see, be up by the time I tie these guys. Really happy with my first attack. Could have been happier with a 3, but it was a weird base. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to keep this up. At least I'll do it for half the day or whatever, but it's not bad. I wreck in with the wall wrecker and an ice golem and about 2 yeti when the king and I leave the healers for the main push. But I'm kind of wondering, this attack's really versatile if you look at it. I mean, you could do a queen charge with the wall wrecker. You could save the wall wrecker for the main push, right, and use the jump spells for the queen charge. So there's that. You could queen charge in, depending on the base, with 1 jump spell, use another jump spell for the main push, and maybe clean up or whatever with the slammer, or even help the main push out with the siege barracks. And you'll notice I keep all 3 available at the top. Of course, what comes out of the barracks is the E-Drag and 3 Loons, which you clone up, and Rage with a donated Rage. And it's versatile. I mean, I didn't realize when I was creating this how versatile this army is. You could queen charge in, you can queen charge with the wall wrecker, and then the nice thing is the healers won't leave the queen because what comes out is air, so you clone that up, and basically clear a path for the queen and then start your main army. There's just so much you can do with this. I don't know. It just might take a lot of practice on my part, but this might be a cool new strategy. This will be Crazy's heavy-duty Electron Yeti Smash. We're going to need a much better name for that. So a future video will come on this awesome attack, hopefully awesome attack. If it's not 3-ing, it's not awesome. It's just fun. And I'm looking to 3. So if we have to adjust it, then we'll adjust it. Maybe take the clone spell out. And try to make this more of a bad attack or something. I don't know. I don't think there's enough spells to make that work. But I don't know. Right now, just because one attack fails doesn't mean it's a bad attack. And it's not a fail necessarily. It was a 2-star, over 70%. So considering it's a random base with random troops and no scouting ahead of time, it's not bad. It's not bad. You can't through them all. I wish you could, but then how fun would the game be anyway? At least this way it's a challenge and it keeps you, guessing and thinking and moving. And that's what I really like. So anyway, thanks for visiting the channel today. I hope you like that. Use that attack if you're trying to get the Giants, to get you some extra points here for the season challenge. Otherwise, if you have some other strategy, go for it. I mean, if it's working for you, that's what worked for me. Got me some good 3 stars and a couple 2 stars with that. So anyway, thank you for visiting. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for visiting Secret Clan Wars. It's secret because we have to hide usually when we play our games, when we're responsible people. We can't just be chilling all day playing games. We've got to run off to the corner and throw down an attack and then run back and do our thing. So that's why it's Secret Clan Wars. Anyway, thank you for visiting and have a great rest of your day. See you next time.